Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Lisa Asbell. I am a registered nurse, I am a coach, and I want to be your cheerleader for hope and change and a new direction in life if you want that. Those of you that are new here, many years ago, I went on a transformation journey and decided to change my lifestyle. Many things about my lifestyle, not just the way I was eating or my lack of exercise or losing 100 pounds, but the way I thought, the way I behaved toward other people, the way that I took information in from other people. And all of those things really made radical changes in my life. And I started sharing that on social media. And 7 years later, we built a wonderful community called the Well Community. And it is women all about personal growth and self improvement. So I've got a brand new course, a real series coming out actually. I've been coaching for 7 years. I've coached women all across the world that are English speaking, and we have had an amazing journey of lives change, health renewed. Just, I could go on and on and on. But today, I want to talk about being a self-led woman. Got a new course, a new series coming out, and it's a 5-week course on being self-led. So before we get started, if you would be so kind to subscribe to my YouTube channel, if this type of messaging speaks to you. I'm really not big into social media. I'm not really trying to become famous. This is my creative outlet. This is a place for me to share what I call Lisa lessons. And Lisa lessons are simply the things I've learned the hard way, the beautiful way, the humbling way, and sometimes the long way around. So, sometime and somewhere along the long way around, I realized that when I study and I grow and I reflect and I share it, it helps me. But then I've also found out it helps other women too. So this is really how the Well community was born. So I enjoy helping others. I enjoy seeing women from all walks of life begin to lead their lives again. And that's what brings me to today's topic. What does it mean to be a self-led woman? First and foremost, let me say, this is not about ego. And to me, ego means edging God out. It does not mean that you're not letting God lead your life, okay? Many of us believe in a powerful God, a generous God, a God who gives us gifts and talents and opportunities and free will and choices. So to me, the self-led woman is not trying to take God's place, but it's trying to use what God put inside of you. What have I been given? What am I called to do? What brings me joy? What matters now? What choices am I making? What kind of life am I creating for the rest of my life? And that's not ego, that's stewardship. That's taking care and using your wisdom, your experience. I don't care if you're 20. Maybe you've been through difficult things already in your life. Maybe you're 30, you've had beautiful and hard, 40, 50, 60, 70, and beyond. And maybe for you, being self led means being the best mom. Maybe it's being the best grandmother who's healthy and fun and strong and present, full of life. Maybe it's finally chasing a dream that has been in your heart since you were 20 and 30 or 40 years old, right? Maybe it means starting a business, writing a book, healing your body, getting out of debt. I mean, maybe it just learns being able to speak up and say, I really don't care for that restaurant. I really don't like to go there. And sometimes even in your long-term marriage, your seasons have changed. There are things you just don't enjoy anymore. And maybe you just want to learn to speak up. Maybe it means learning to rest. Some people have to work very hard at rest. I am a pro at it, but maybe it means making peace with your past and letting go. Well, back in 1989, I lost 50 pounds. Or maybe it's, oh, well, I made this mistake back in the 90s. Or maybe it's whatever it is. I have coached enough women to know, studied enough of cognitive behavioral therapy and the human condition to know that we all have ruminating thoughts, 5 or 6, that just go over and over and over in our brain, okay? And, making peace with your past and deciding your next chapter, I don't care your age, is the most important thing you can do. And that's really what being a self-led woman is. It's intentional living, right? 100 years ago, women only lived to 60. Okay. Today we know more. Today we know if we exercise and we eat fewer labels and we stop living on processed food and, if we manage our stress, it's like all these things. We take walks. We are going to live longer and stronger and leaner and more awake. This is intentional living. Being a self-led woman is intentional living. It's not just waking up and going through the motions and living the same life for 80 years or 90 years or 100 years, living the same day over and over like Groundhog Day. It's, what do I really want? What really makes me happy? And I feel like I'm just getting started. So when I say the self-led woman, I'm talking about the woman who doesn't wait for the perfect time, the perfect body, the perfect confidence, the perfect marriage, the perfect bank account, right? They just lead their lives now. And I'm going to give you five things that will help you become a self-led woman. 5 principles. First principle is awareness. It's telling yourself the truth. It's owning it. The separate or the second one is ownership. Okay? It's like, don't be blaming, take ownership. Yeah, blaming your past, blaming your parents, blaming your husband, blaming, whatever it is, okay? Financial, the government, politics, right? God, stop blaming, take ownership. 3 is alignment. You've got to build a life that matches your values, your faith, your health, and your calling. And if you are doing less than you're called to, you are not going to be happy. 4th is action. You have to learn to follow through with small promises in a consistent way every single day. Small promises to do better with your budget. Small promises to reach out to those that you care about more often. Small promises to write a note or a thank you gift. Small promises to not eat that food or bring that in the house. A small promises to get back on your exercise routine. A small promise to yourself. Action. Number 5 is renewal. We all of us, while we're here, we will turn into miserable existing humans if we are not growing, learning, healing, and beginning again. That's part of it. So those are the 5 principles: awareness, ownership, alignment, action, and renewal. Those are the steps or the principles of becoming a self-led woman. Today I'm going to talk about awareness and then we'll move on. So a self-led woman begins with awareness. It's not judgment, it's not shame, it's not drama, it's just awareness. It's just having the courage to tell the truth. Where am I right now? What is working for me? What is not working for me? What am I avoiding? What am I pretending not to know? I mean, life is in the hard questions you ask yourself, okay? What do I keep saying I want, but I'm actually not choosing it? It's a very powerful question. I want this, but then I don't choose that path. I want to lose the weight, but I don't choose to quit eating the junk or quit or direct your own life. No, I can't go out to eat 5 nights in a row. There's too many choices. No, I can't have wine with every meal. It's too many choices. It's too many calories. I need to narrow back. Sometimes you need to make your life a little smaller. Maybe until you get in the right direction, the right frame of mind. We say we want health, but then we don't schedule our exercise. We say we want peace, but then we keep saying yes to things that drain us. We keep hanging around people that drain us. If you hang around a person and you walk away feeling worse, they're not your people. Okay? We say we want purpose, but you end up spending all your time scrolling, worrying, ruminating on the same thoughts, or waiting for something to happen to get started. Awareness is the moment you stop lying to yourself. It's not about beating yourself up. It's not about shame. It's not about any of that. Shame is not going to carry you. It can get you started. Truth will carry you. Grace will carry you. Clarity will carry you. A system will carry you. If you know me by now, you know I like to do systems. That's why I do courses with 3 points and 3 follow-throughs, or 2 points and 2 follow-throughs, because I believe a system. And a self-led woman should be able to look at her life with honesty, still love herself, and say, I have gained some weight. I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. I'm not on top of my budget. I've let the finances, not knowing enough about the finances really start to bother me. I'm getting closer to my retirement. What does that look like? You know, you can say, yes, I did waste some time, but I'm starting again. You can say, I've been through hard things, but I'm still here. I have choices. I'm not powerless. There is hope. God is not finished with me. Those are very powerful awareness statements. Awareness also means noticing your patterns. What do you do when you're tired? What do you do when you're lonely? What do you do when you're disappointed? What do you do when you feel invisible? We all feel all of those ways. In any given day, I can feel all of these things 5 times, okay? So you have to catch yourself. Am I eating when I feel that way? Am I shopping? Am I shutting down? Do I find myself lashing out? Or am I overthinking and just avoiding people? Are you overworking? Are you just over scrolling or over watching TV? Are you getting so absorbed in other lives, whether it's political or a show you're watching? Are you lashing out? Do you quit? We all have patterns. We all have patterns. The self-led woman doesn't pretend she doesn't have them. She studies them. She studies her patterns, and she's curious about it. I am. I'm curious about it. I can say, that's interesting. When I'm a little overwhelmed, I stop taking care of myself. That's the kind of awareness that is gold to you, because you cannot lead what you're not willing to look at. You cannot master what you cannot measure. And so you have to be able to take a step back to keep going forward. And awareness is that first step in becoming a self-led woman. A self-led woman asks, what's going on here? Maybe the problem isn't that you're lazy. Maybe you're tired. That's the reason you're unmotivated. Maybe you've kind of lost hope. Maybe you've got an old goal for a new season. You need a new goal for a new season, right? Maybe the problem is not that you don't care, okay? Maybe it's just you feel like you failed a lot. All of those things are awareness that can give you compassion for yourself and a direction. Because compassion without direction is going to keep you stuck. And I just feel so bad for myself. Okay, what's the next step? And a self-led woman needs both compassion and direction. She needs the grace to be human and the courage to move on. So this is the bottom line for this Lisa lesson on this wonderful Well Wednesday. Before you change everything, notice everything. Notice your thoughts. Notice your words. Notice your calendar. Notice your food. Get curious. Notice your energy. Notice your joy. Notice what drains you. Notice what strengthens you. This is the heart of being self-led, which is leading an intentional life. You're awake, you're aware, you're willing, you're responsible, you're consistent, you're growing. So just ask yourself this one question today, and then make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment. Where in life do I need to tell myself the truth with love? Where do I need to tell my truth with love? If this message encouraged you today, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. This is where I share my Lisa lessons on health, leadership, aging, confidence, change, the next chapter of life. My goal has never been to impress you, but really to grow with you and learn together. And this is the work of the self-led woman. LisaAsbell.com. Please go to the bottom of the page and subscribe there, and make sure you get all of my encouraging, motivational emails. And I'll see you on the next Lisa lesson.